Like why you get the no?
What makes you swipe left?
Yeah.
Most of the time it's how they look.
Okay. So that's one.
And how they look, and also
the way they take their pictures.
Pictures. Their bio.
If they don't care about like anything like on their background, like if they like they don't give a fuck, like they'll take it anytime. They don't care about how
they'll be in a dirty ass room and take a picture.
Yeah, like that's like just being a little bit self-aware. You know, sometimes it's different. Like you're in a picture and like there's a little smirk in it, whatever. Like it's different, but like definitely not caring at all of what you put in the back.
Didn't really put no effort into it, really.
Or guys that post money and stuff like that.
I try to tell dudes, man. I try to tell dudes that shit.
You know, like if you're not recording a music video or anything like that, like it just literally just don't do it.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. All right.
Agree.
I see that. So when it comes to speaking to a woman, do most women in general prefer a guy to be like the super nice guy or upfront, outspoken guy?
I like the balance of both.
I think a mix.
Like being nice, but at the same time outspoken, you know?
Because being nice doesn't take away your masculinity. And I feel like some male feel like if they're nice, oh, I'm a simp, you know?
Okay.
And I feel like there's those type of men that know how to balance both.
Okay. So,
Nice.
guys, I'm ask you to answer honestly, but will, in general, most women allow the real attractive guy to just be a dickhead and just because he looks good?
Done it once, worst experience. Don't recommend it.
So it's happened to you though. Like you fuck, this dude looks good. I'm gonna just roll with
I'll deal with this shit.
I'll deal with it.
Okay, so I was like in my early 20s, and so around that time I was like really focused on myself, but at the same time I wasn't. Like I was focused more on physical self and like.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
But do I make sense? As in,
yeah. Go ahead.
But what I mean by don't is because like you could take care of yourself physically and like you could be having your shit together like at school or whatever. But like there's also another part of you which is relationships, and you have to put boundaries with people, you know. So I met him through a friend, and I was basically the one that fucking threw my shot because he was my guy best friend.
Because you felt like he was really attractive, right?
Yeah, so I was like, I told my guy friend, like, damn, who's that? But like, I didn't think he was gonna like tell me like, oh yeah, come meet him type of shit. It was just like, I trust him. So for me, it was like, you know, I'm like, damn, who's that? And then one day out of nowhere, he comes with ice cream and I meet him, like, they're outside my house. And I'm like, oh, shit.
That's all it took was some ice cream?
No, it wasn't that. It was just that he's hot and, like, he's there. And it's just random, and I didn't. He's the ice cream, I guess. Okay. And, like, you know. And it was, and then, then after that, we just exchanged numbers, and then we started to date, whatever the fuck that was. Okay. And then he was just not
so like so like when did you realize that, like, man, like, okay, the attractiveness, his physical appearance and the way he's acting is making him like unattractive, like I don't like this
because the first month everything was like very smooth and butterflies and all this shit, and I'm like, oh my god,
honeymoon stage.
Like he's like honeymoon stage, whatever. And then after, like, he wasn't as consistent as he was, and he would say, let's do this and that, and then that wouldn't happen. And then it's just a bunch of red flags that is screaming, get away, but I still wanted to hang out and be there. And then that's not a way.
So what was the final straw that made it just like, all right?
You ain't that hot.
I found out he had a girlfriend.
So, wait a minute. You said that you guys were dating. So
but he actually was dating because he was fuck, I'm really burning myself out. He was going to school up north.
Oh, okay.
So he would come here because he had his family and stuff.
So he had a girl in each location.
Yeah, I guess.
Double
Yeah.
life.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So real quick, how can a woman determine whether she's the side or the main?